Hey, Greg Adler here, president of Off-Road Warehouse and part-time off-road racer. Here at ORW, we're not just your typical off-road shop. We sell race parts. Come check it out. We sell everything from FK rod ends, Bragola, PCI radios, and we're even selling direct BF Goodrich racing tires. Check out any one of our 10 Off-Road Warehouse locations. Get you dialed for going down to Baja or anywhere else you play.
Sure, everything's made of something, but time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BF Goodrich HD Terrain Tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Branding and marketing is important because whatever you do is going to set you apart.
Branding is everything nowadays. I get the question all the time. How do you get sponsorship? How do you run the program like you do? How do you make it look as good as you do? It takes effort, it takes money, it takes time, and it takes a vision.
You can represent yourself professionally, you can look good, you can feel good. If you look good and feel good, you're going to end up going good.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are here for your 1 p.m. update here on Fishgistics. So you guys having fun watching the Baja 1000, the SCORE Baja 1000. This is the big one. We're not even close to a third of the way done. We're over halfway done for the bikes. The bikes are actually 3/4 of the way done. They're going to be getting to the finish actually, and not too many hours from now. So we can go over here to the screen and show you what we're talking about. Look at this. We don't even have to scroll far. The cars are right here, and if we just go east a little bit, here are your lead bikes right over here. So they are approaching mile 600. So we got the 7X is definitely your lead bike. They have about a 22-minute lead over the second bike, which is going to be the 11X, whose tracker is not working very well today. So it's the 7X first and then the 11X second. That is your first and second place on the bikes. And then I think it's going to be the 15X is going to be third, and then 13X fourth. However, if someone else's tracker isn't working, they could be in between them there. So I do know for sure the 7X is the lead bike and the 11X is the second bike. So that's what we can tell you on bikes. Then quads, we have a really good race going here still. We checked on this a couple hours ago, and it is quad number 31A and the 7A are both within just a couple miles of each other. It's definitely not not a very easy race for either of them right now. They're kind of just staying right with each other. Pretty cool to see that close. I'm 478 miles into the race, and the two quads are right on top of each other still for first and second. So pretty good race if you guys are watching from the quad class. All right, so let's go and look at some of the trucks. So the leaders are approaching. They're in the Kamloops area here, just west of it. We got Luke McMillan with Rob McCackern behind the wheel. He is first on the road in the 83. Second on the road, Toby Price. Third on the road, Mike Walser. Then next, it's going to be the 23. Now, I did just get some split times here for you guys at mile 160. So you can see right now they're at 174. So just a minute ago, we got some split times at 160. It was Ampudia from Bryce on the course there. It was Ampudia was leading by 26 seconds on corrected time. Then it was Luke was 2 minutes and 39 seconds back. Walser was 3 minutes 9 seconds back. Price was 3:15, and Dan was 5:48. So that's what we had from someone physical on the ground. Now we can also go look at scores timing right here, and we can see these probably match up. So you can see Ampudia is ahead, and then second place is going to be right here, Luke McMillan, 2 minutes. Actually, Tavo. So okay, so Tavo. See, Tavo has not come by yet. See, Tavo hasn't come by there on scores timing, but we know from our timing that Tavo is going to jump to the front once he comes by there. So you're going to see Tavo. Watch, he's going to jump up here. He's going to be somewhere around 30 seconds in front of Alan Ampudia once Tavo comes by there. The S2 on scores thing is at mile 168. So 168 is where S2 is. So once Tavo gets to 168, he's going to jump here on top, and he's going to be in front of Allen. Let's go see where he is on the scoreboard here on the tracker. So he's at 168 literally right now, but he's also doing 1.8 miles an hour. But that's a speed zone there through that area, I believe, through town. So that's not a pretty good time. He might actually be pulled over though, because look at where his tracker is. They might be doing a pit right there. Some people usually pit around 150-ish sometimes. So I'm going to guess that may be Tavo's pit. Probably going to see him moving again in a minute. He's most likely doing a splash, and there you go. So he's moving again. All right, so 168.6, and he is moving. So that's good. Now let's go look back at the tracker here. And he hasn't come by yet. Did he come by? He did. Okay, so we saw him stop there for a minute, and he lost a little bit of time. So look at that. He is 4 seconds back now. So Ampudia, just a couple miles before that, had a 26-second lead, but we just saw Tavo stop for a couple seconds, so he lost a little bit of time. So Ampudia is now your leader on corrected time by 2 minutes and 19 seconds over Luke McMillan. And then he's 2 minutes and 23 seconds now over Tavo. So Tavo definitely lost a little bit of time there in those miles. He may have even had a flat tire there that we didn't see. I don't know if any of you guys watching saw or not. Tavo was going to drive to mile 380. So he is still in the truck. Jason McNeil is not in the truck yet. It still is Tavo Vadosola in the truck right now driving. So there you go. That's a look at your top three corrected. It's Alan Ampudia, Luke McMillan, 219 back, and then 223 back is Tavo Vadosola. Only 4 seconds separate Luke McMillan and Tavo right there. And then Toby Price with Paul Wheel driving right now is 3 minutes back. He's 11 seconds behind Mike Walser, who was actually in fourth there behind Tavo. Really cool to have all this live timing. Big thanks to Optima for getting that, and Chip Vardy for everybody set that up, and SCORE for making it happen out there on the course. Each of those timing loops literally has somebody out there that had to vary the timing loop in the ground. They have a Starlink, they have a generator. It's not an easy thing to do, and they have 8 of them set up around this course, so that's pretty cool to see. So a big shout out to everybody who's involved with the timing, and they're awesome there. All right, so the leaders are at mile 178 right now, and let's see. We're going to have Travis Williams back on in just a minute here. Let me get that set up for you guys. They're a couple miles out. All right, so we're going to get Travis. Travis Williams is at he's at mile 182. They just landed. So they're going to come live for us in a minute. They found a cool little spot to land and get some more race action in. So you can see Luke's at 178 right now. He's at 182. So they're only about 4 miles away from where Travis is, and he's going to join. So let's see if we can bring him on here. Let's see if we get a connection here to him.
Hey, Fish, you got me?
There we go. We got you now.
We're trying to see if we got signal down here. Leaders are coming here in a few minutes.
Yep. We'll see if your Starlink holds up. Let's see. They're on the beach.
Well, I think I'm on regular. I'm not even close to Starlink right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the service isn't too good at that spot. It looks like it's pretty grainy, the video. And we might lose him because he said he was on regular service there. All right, we may... Let's see if it's going to... I'm waiting to see if it'll clear up at all. If not, we will... we'll have them come back if they get some better service. All right, we'll have them come back. They walked away from the helicopter where the Starlink is, so we'll give them another try in a minute and see if the service gets any better. But let's go back to the. I'm trying to join again. Let me tell him his service was bad for a minute. We'll see if we can get him to hop back on. We're trying to get you guys a live look at the leaders. That's going to be the 83 coming by pretty soon. So that's what's happening in the trophy truck class, and that is Rob in there right now. If I misspoke, if I said Luke earlier, that is Rob McMillan, Rob McCackern driving the 83 right there. Rob is going to drive it down to around like 350, 330, maybe somewhere around there, and Luke's going to jump in. So Rob Mack is in that truck right now. Paul Wheel is in the 46. We did see Toby do a driver change earlier, so Paul Wheel's in there, and then in the 89 right now is Ray Griffith. So that is what's going on with those top guys. All right, let's pull a couple leaders off, a couple classes off. Class 1. Class 1, we have the 168, the RPI car, Cody Reed. Cody is in there right now. He is driving. All right, we're going to try one more time with Travis and see if it's any better. Let's see.
Hey, Fish, you got me?
There we go. That might be a little better.
All right, first truck's coming through right now.
All right, here we go.
Race mile 181 on the coast, first truck.
Race mile 181. This should be Luke McMillan with Rob Mack. It looks like it is.
Let's see if I can get a little closer. He's got a big gap right now.
Y'all started a very unofficial stopwatch here and see if we get a split to the next car. He's got a pretty big gap. I think next is going to be, it should be Toby Price and Paul Wheel, I believe, in the 46. That should be next.
Yeah, helicopter's coming right now. They're probably a minute out.
Okay. We'll put the tracker on the side here so you guys can see for a second. This is where they are. They're on the beach right here. It's a pretty good spot you got on the beach there, huh?
Yeah, not bad. It's rough life, man. Rough life.
Are you having more fun not being in the car, or do you wish you were in the car?
You know what? It's we're very torn. It's definitely a different perspective. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it doesn't look. It looks nice weather out, and you're on the beach in Baja, so that's not too bad.
It was cold. It was cold when we were at the first spot. It kept raining on us a little bit, but yeah, it's a pretty nice day. So we got 3 helicopters all coming in right now, so it's going to get busy.
It's going to get real busy. So it's been 1 minute and 10 seconds since the first car came by right in front of you so far.
So there's the boys right there.
And a little windy down there.
Yeah, it's coming off the coast and a little windy. Trying to hide a little bit.
All right, so Paul Wheel inside his truck should be coming by Travis. If you guys just joined us, he's sitting right down at about mile 181 or so. We just saw Luke McMillan's truck come by with Rob Mack behind the wheel. We're waiting on Toby Price, number 46, with Paul Wheel driving to come by. And then there's going to be a bunch. There's going to be Mike Walser, Alan and Pudia. They're literally right on top of each other. Then Dan McMillan with Andy McMillan driving is right there. And then Gustavo Vidosla with Ricky Johnson is right there too. So there's going to be 5 trophy trucks coming within about 1 minute of each other any second.
Yeah, here we go. He's coming over the hill.
Yep, here we go.
All wheel.
All right, so there's your second trophy truck right now, mile 181. That is Paul Wheel. He's about 2 minutes and 28 seconds behind physical, is what I have, 2:28 on my unofficial timer. And then we'll see who's next. Next should be the 89 of Walser, I believe. They should be pretty close together.
So the next bird I see is Vidosola's. I don't see Walser, but here's Walser right now.
There we go. All right, so there's Mike Walser.
That's Ampudia, I think.
Whoa, Ampudia is right behind him, huh?
And Pudia was right on him.
All right, so Mike Walser was about 2:39 back, or about 4 minutes back. And Pudia right behind Walser.
Right on him. And then Vidosola's coming. This looks like Andy.
Yep, it should be Andy in Dan McMillan's truck. All right, so that's our fourth truck, or fifth truck actually, right? Yep, fifth truck. And then we should have the 1L, and then that's going to be it for a little while.
And here's the 1L.
All right, there we go. There's Ricky Johnson driving Gustavo Sr.'s truck. That is your first legend truck. So the 1L, first trophy truck legend through mile 181. All right, perfect. Well, you're gonna have Tavo coming probably in about a minute or two, and then there's gonna be a big gap. So we're gonna let you go until the next spot.
Okay.
Thank
If they
you.
start getting tight again, we'll jump back in.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for the update. That was coming from you guys from Travis Williams live at mile 181 on the beach. You guys have fun out there.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. That's a live look in. We're going to be bringing those to you throughout the day today, as long as it's light and they can fly around. So that's what we got going on for you guys today. A little extra. Thanks to Travis and crew for doing that. All right, let's go back. We got to look at a couple other classes here to close out this update for you guys. So we have, like I was saying before, we got Cody Reed, first class 1, second class 1, Brad Wilson, Cody Parkhouse, third. That's your top 3. And then we have Brendan Gaughan, fourth back there. So that's your top 4 class 1s. It's already getting a little bit spread out in class 1. Let's look at class 10. They're going to be behind them. And let's see if I believe that the Brock is already around the class 10 cars too. So we have Dale Everts. He was first last time, but look at this. The Francisco car has pulled right up on him. So both of these updated at the same time 0 minutes ago. Very close race for first place in class 10. We got Dale Everts and Francisco Vera right here. 1 and 2, running 1 and 2. So that's there. We have third place, Jason Shipman. Jason Shipman followed by the 1002 and then the 1016 and then the 1013. There's a look at your top 5 or 6, actually your top 6 class 10 cars right there. Now let's go look at the UTV Open. They're going to be next, and I believe they're actually, yeah, look at Brock. He's already ahead of the class 10 cars. Brock is on a mission here. So Brock Heger, he's going to solo the whole race. He's not getting out of the car. He is going to go for the whole thing. So that's what's going on there. We got Brock in first at mile 111. In second place, we have Mitchell Alsop there. So Mitchell looking pretty good in second place. Go back a little bit. We got Doug Matag now showing in third, followed by Mike Caffro. And then Wayne Matlock. He had a little off-course issue earlier, but it didn't cost him too much time. Then we have Kristen Matlock behind him. We got back to Craig Scanlon. Then we got Brandon Sims and Caden McCachran. We got a list of heavy hitters here. Justin Smith there, Oscar Alvarez, Tyler Backus, and Ricky, was that Ricky Arnasian here? So that's stacked, pretty stacked class. They're all, most of them are in Polaris Pro Rs. I know Mitchell Alsop is not, he's in a Maverick R. So Mitchell's in Can-Am there, but I believe the rest of that class is pretty much all in Pro Rs there. I know all these guys are. So that'll be fun to see there. And let's look at the turbo class. So the forced induction class, little ways back, we got Phil Blurton, no surprise, out front there. He usually is out front in that class. So Phil Blurton leading that class, followed by Edgar Garcia. And then we have back here Rodrigo and Pudia. He's always one to keep an eye on. So Rodrigo is trying to do the whole course himself as well. So we got quite a few guys trying to solo the Baja 1000. This is actually the most solo Baja 1000 attempts we've had from four-wheel vehicle drivers in a long time. Usually not very many guys try to solo it anymore. There's usually like a couple, but there's more than a couple that are trying to solo it this year. So good luck to Rodrigo in a UTV soloing it. That's takes a long time. I know that Kristen Matlock is trying to solo it too, so she's trying to be the solo woman driver of this race. The only one to say that she did that this race. So good luck to all of these solo drivers there. All right, let's go check on class 11 and make sure they're still moving again. And then our lunch just got here, so I'm going to take a lunch break and I'm going to go eat my food, if that's okay with you guys. So, but don't worry, we'll be here all day and all night. 11:29, Marco out front, and he is moving. Great news. He's at mile 52. So first class 11 car 52. Next second class 11, oh, not good. 0 miles an hour, but he is in second, so maybe he just stopped because he's still in second. So Eric Soranzo in 0. Luke is moving at 15 miles an hour. We got Oliver also at 0. That's not good. That's not what we want to see. And then Ralph is moving at 13 miles an hour. So kind of half and half there. We got 2 cars that are not moving. Hopefully they do get moving again soon. But yeah, this whole section here is really tough. It's silty, it's gnarly, and you just had what 160 cars come through and chew it up, even make it even worse through that section before the class 11s went through there. So definitely not very good for those guys. Hopefully they can keep moving. So, all right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this hour. I will be back at 2 o'clock with your next update, and we will keep getting updates throughout the day from Jeff. If he gets in the, or from Jeff is sending me updates too. He's with Travis, but Travis Williams and his crew, thanks for the updates. We might even get you guys a live helicopter update if they start following the leaders around in a little bit. We're only going to have them for another maybe 2 hours or so until they got to go to San Felipe and land for the night. Helicopters are not allowed to fly in Baja at night, unfortunately. All right. We'll come back here in a little bit, and we will we'll keep you guys updated. We'll see you at 2.
There's Black Friday, and then there's Black Friday every day in November at Alexander Ford. Voted Yuma's best new car dealer. Come enjoy historic deals and our lowest lease offers of the year on final 2024 Escapes, Bronco Sport, F-150, Ranger, and Edge. Scan this code and look for additional savings on manager specials. It's Black Friday savings all month long. Browse BillAlexanderFord.com and let us show you why we are your best choice. For a difference you can count on, see Alexander Ford in Yuma.